Good morning, dear student. Welcome to the online class of Moulvi Government College. I am Konika Roy, lecturer, Department of English. In our present class, we will discuss an important topic of English first paper, and the topic is summary writing. For summary, you have to answer a question of 10 marks in your final exam. So let's begin our class and have some general information regarding summary. Dear student, look at the questions here. The first question is, what is summary? Then, what are the main features of summary? Next one, how should a summary be written? What should be the style of summary writing? Which tense is appropriate to write summary? And the last one, what should be the size or length of a summary? If you just look at the question, these are the questions which always come in your mind whenever you try to write a summary. So if you just have knowledge about summary writing, then you can write a summary perfectly. So to write a summary perfectly, the first thing is to know the definition of summary. So let us see what is the definition of a summary. A summary is a shortened version of a text that highlights its key points. It conveys the text's main idea. Summary is significantly shorter than the original work. A summary should inform the readers of a text's overall theme without repeating every detail. The word summary comes from the Latin sum. It is also known as abstract or synopsis. So, summary conveys the text's main idea, and it is significantly shorter than the original text. And it gives us informations without repeating every detail. So, in short, a summary is a gist of a passage or a poem in your own words. An effective summary has some basic characteristics. So to write an effective summary, you have to follow some rules, and you also have to know what are the characteristics of an effective summary. An effective summary must be concise and comprehensive. It must be accurate and clear, and it must be objective and relevant. These are the things that you have to follow, or always have your these are the things that you have to keep in your mind whenever you try to write a summary. So before writing summary, these are the things mentioned here that you should do, and the things are: read and reread the whole text to get the main idea. To write a perfect summary, you have to know, or you have to find out the main idea or main point. So to get the main point, you have to read it, and it is better to read it thrice, as in the exam your time is limited. So try to read at least 3 times the whole text. Then skim through the text to get key informations. Then look for the key words in the whole passage so that you can get the main idea easily. Next, locate the topic sentence, often the first one. Try to find out the topic sentence. And basically, in the passage, in most of the passages, the topic sentence is considered, or the first sentence of a passage is considered the topic sentence. So try to locate the topic sentence so that you can get the main idea easily. And there are some techniques of writing effective summary. So to write a summary perfectly, you have to first know the definition, then the characteristics of a summary, and then to write it accurately, you have to follow some rules. So the rules are given here. So let us see. First thing, use your own words to express the writer's idea. Summary is your writing, so you are writing in your own way, but you are writing the writer's idea. So you have to write in your own words to express the writer's idea about the passage. Next thing, avoid lifting lines from the passage. This is the most common thing that we often do in our exam. We just lift 2 or 3 lines from the passage and think that it is a perfect summary. So avoid lifting lines from the passage. Try to write in your own way. Write complete and grammatically correct sentence. It is the most important things. The sentences must be grammatically correct and complete. Keep it short. Focus on the main ideas within the text. So the summary must be short, as we have already known from the definition. Do not start like this passage talks about and this text is about, or this passage is about. Try to write directly. Write objectively. Do not put your own opinions, ideas, or interpretations into the summary. So this is the most important thing. You are writing a summary, that is, you are just expressing not your ideas, but you are writing another person's point of view in your own words. And you should not put your own ideas or opinion about a thing when you write a summary. Here are some other techniques. Let us see. Write in the present tense. Try to write the summary in the present tense. And regarding the length or size, cut the original text to 1/3 or 1/4. The summary must be short. So how should be the length of a summary? For example, if the summary is about 20 lines, then try to write it about 5 to 6 lines, not more than that. Use synonymous phrases or synonyms. Here the rules is use synonyms or synonymous phrase. Try to write, as we have already told you, we have already know that the thing that we should do is to avoid lifting lines from the passage. Then what should we do? We should use synonymous phrases or synonyms so that we can express our ideas. Then combine the sentence. Try to write or try to combine 2 or 3 sentences together. Turn complex sentences into simple sentences. If the sentences are written in the complex structure, try to transform them into simple. Change the structure of simple sentences. And if the sentences are in simple sentence, try to write it in another simple form. Do not use abbreviation. Try to avoid abbreviation. Transition words such as however, moreover, then, also, etc. can be used. So you can use these kinds of transitions words to write a perfect summary. So we have known the definition of summary, and we also came to know about the most important elements of summary and also the techniques of summary writing. So let us see how to write a summary from this example. Let us practice this passage to write a summary. This is a passage from your book, English first paper book, Unit 7, Lesson 1. The lesson is about, the name of the chapter is Human Relationship. So let us see what is presented here. As a child, you must have been told to greet your elders and visitors to your home according to your culture and tradition. You must also have been taught to be polite in company and keep quiet while others, especially your elders, spoke. Possibly, you at times grudged such schooling. Possibly, at times, you even protested such disciplining. Now, certainly, you know that you cannot always behave the way you want, especially in the presence of others. There are rules of behavior you have to follow in a company. We are social beings and have to consider the effects of our behavior on others, even if we are at home and dealing with our family members. So we all know that this passage is about human behavior, that is etiquette and manners. So the key point is here is, or the main point here is etiquette and manners. As a social being, we have to consider, just see the line. We are social beings and have to consider the effects of our behaviors on others, even if we are at home and dealing with our family members. We know that we are independent, but independence does not mean that we can do whatever we want. This is the most important things, that we have to know the boundary where we should stop and how should we behave with others. Our behaviors reflect our upbringings. So this is the most important things. So let us see how the summary of this passage is written. Man is a social being. To live in a society, human beings should follow some rules and regulations. From the very childhood, human beings learn the lesson of etiquette and manners. As a social being, one has to think about the effects of one's behavior towards others, even in case of family members. So this is the summary of the whole text. You can write the summary in your own way and just try to follow the techniques or rules of summary writing, then it will be perfectly okay. If you just look at the summary, then you will be able to know that all the rules that is mentioned here are perfectly followed. For example, it is written in present form, it is written objectively, and it is also 1/3 of the whole text. So this is all about summary writing. I hope you will get benefited from this class. I hope that we will meet soon. So that's all for today. Thank you, everybody. Stay home, stay safe, and stay connected. hope we will meet in our next class. Thank you all.